Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. So let us talk about Frankie de Jong, Ten Hag's priority signing for in the summer or even the last summer. Ten Hag wanted Frankie de Jong as a midfield priority. Unfortunately, even though we agree with the Barcelona for the Frankie de Jong deal, the players doesn't want to leave from Barcelona, so we couldn't sign him. But there is a big chance for Manchester United because he could change his mind at the end of the season. So Manchester United are going to try this transfer again. That is a very possibility for Manchester United. So this is coming from the Jimmy Jackson, the Guardian. He said that Frankie de Jong is again a transfer target for Manchester United. But as the midfielder is currently content at Barcelona, whether he could continue living remains in the balance, which means he left to stay Barcelona at the moment, but he could change at the end of the season. We don't know, no one knows, right? De Jong was Ten Hag's number one choice last summer to strengthen his squad, but he did not wish to depart the Catalan club then. While Barca was prepared to sell due to the financial constraints, the Dutchman refused to be sold and has since been a regular Xavi's team, making a 32 appearance in these terms. It is understood that 25 years old is not seeking a move to the move at the moment through this could change in this close season. So that's why I think Ten Hag we're going to definitely try to sign him again because we need him. Imagine the midfield trio: Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and Frankie de Jong. And with another option, we have Sabitzer. We could have a Sabitzer, only cost 20 million euro. Why not, right? Why not to sign permanent deal? It's worth it. The guys are trying. The guys are giving everything he can for Manchester United when he has time to play. So it's worth to try to sign a permanent deal for Marcel Sabitzer. So we're gonna have a Sabitzer, Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, Fred, Frankie de Jong, Casemiro. That is an insane midfield option for Ten Hag. We could compete anything even without right now without the Frankie de Jong, we could compete any team. Now we are tired because we play consecutive matches every single 3 days. Every single 3 days. So we are ready to face anything. We are ready to compete anything at the moment. But if Ten Hag could sign Frank de Jong in the summer, that is extremely solid midfield triangle for us. That's why I love to sign him as the Manchester United fan, in my opinion, and personally I love to sign him. Okay, so there is a big part that we could discuss, that is Ten Hag's budget though will be determined by United's own finances, with the sales or the number of the players required to balance the books and boost the 53-year-old's war chest. Which means we need to sell our players to get the result, to get the money, to get enough money to sign Frankie de Jong. Bear in mind, my guys, we need hundreds of millions of euros to sign the player we want in the summer. Think about it. We have a big priority for Manchester United. Number one is a center forward, which is basically let's say Vida Osimhen. Vida Osimhen was signed by Napoli from Lille for 75 million euros. So he is on fire at the moment, scoring loads of goals this season for Napoli. So which means they are not gonna let this man leave for around 100 million. At least it will be 120 million euros. So let's say even we can negotiate with Napoli for 100 million euros for Vida Osimhen, we might need to spend another 85 million euros for Frankie de Jong. So when you look at the Manchester United player that could leave in the summer, how much money can we get from the sales if the sales or successfully happens in the summer? There's no way we are going to get 185 million euros from the player who could leave in the summer, like Anthony Martial, like say 40 million euros, Scott McTominay 25 million euros. No one is gonna pay 30 million euros for Scott McTominay. That's a fact, okay? And then let's see who's that. Donny Van de Beek, So even if we successfully sell the player for 5 players, we're not gonna get the money. We need investment. We need investment. That's why a new owner trying to compete. A new owner who wants to be a new owner for Manchester United are trying to buy from the Glazer before end of the season, because they want to set a new transfer a new transfer strategy for Manchester United and transfer policy for Manchester United. That is why they are trying to buy at the moment. The problem is Glazer, the greedy men, they don't want to sell for around 4 or 5 billion euro, or 5 billion pounds. They want at least 6 billion pounds. Who's gonna pay 5 billion pounds, right? I don't see anyone paying 5 billion pounds for Manchester United at the moment for Glazer. So that is a huge problem. The problem is that we don't have enough money. Why? Our club make a huge amount of money, from the income. The club generates around 800 million euros per season. So why don't we have money? Number one, we signed the player. We gave so much money. Let's talk about like Harry Maguire, 80 million euro, insane amount of money. The guy didn't deserve 10 million euro. And at the moment, Anthony Santos, we know this guy is so good for Manchester United, but this guy doesn't deserve. This guy is not worth 100 million euro. It's worth that the maximum amount is 60 million euros. We know that, everybody knows it, but we paid them. Why? Because we couldn't negotiate with agent, and Erik Ten Hag is Erik Ten Hag extremely money at the moment. So that's why we paid it. So overpay on the player, huge amount of wage pay. Those are one of the reason we couldn't spend much money in the summer, and we couldn't make any money from the player who leaves to the clubs, because we couldn't sell them. Okay, and we missed 2 consecutive Champions League spots, and we couldn't have we couldn't won any trophies in the last 6 years. So there is no income. There is no income from the selling of the player, and the Champions League for the winning trophy. Only club you can generate from the merchandise, or the fan base. That's why. So there is no balance in expense and income. That's why we couldn't sign any player without selling in the summer. That is a huge problem for Erik Ten Hag. But let us see what would happen with the new owner, right? So what do you think about this Frenkie de Jong situation? Do you actually think we can sign Frenkie de Jong in the summer, because Barcelona needs money? Even though Barcelona wants to sell Frenkie de Jong, and even though we want to sign him, do you actually think will he change his mind end of the season to come to Manchester United? Make sure in the comment below. So let's see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.